Some absolutely wild breaking news here as right wing commentator and pro Trump influencer Charlie Kirk has died after being shot in the neck in Utah. So I'm just going to go over a few reactions to what happened here. And look, I saw the video scrolling through Twitter. Twitter, by the way, right now is just wild. The kind of violence that Twitter appears to encourage or just want to throw in your face. Like I was not looking for the video. There's a zoom out video of it, and then there's a zoomed in video, and I saw the zoomed in, and I'm telling you, do not seek it out. It is not worth watching. I saw it about a couple hours ago, and it's I still am a little shaken by just the visual of what happened. So this was the moment leading up to it. Posted here from New York Times. Video posted on social media shows the moment Charlie Kirk was shot and the seconds leading to the incident. Kirk was being asked questions about mass shootings in America. Quote, "Do you know how many mass shooters there have been in America in the last 10 years?" A person asked. Counting or not counting gang violence, Kirk responds right before he is shot. Now, here's the reaction from Real America's Voice. This is where Charlie Kirk had a show.
John Solomon's reporting on Just the News that he's passed. Yes, is this what I'm hearing? Yes, can I get it here?
Yes.
Yes. Wow. Right here, we're having this moment, guys. Let's go around the horn, Gino. You were continue on the horrendous news that Charlie Kirk has passed.
Well, my prayers are for Erica, for her children, for his family. This is beyond devastating, Eric. I've known Charlie, as I said, since he was a child, running around, coming to conservative events.
So as of recording this, they still do not have the individual in custody. They apparently thought they did, and that individual has since been released. Yashar Ali sharing here, CNN was reporting that the suspect who shot Charlie Kirk did so from a university building 200 yards away. If true, that means he was farther away than the Trump assassin in Pennsylvania and farther away than Lee Harvey Oswald when he shot Kennedy. Van Lathan sharing this, there is no way I'm going to see that video of Charlie Kirk being shot and feel anything other than terrible. I'm aware of all of it, the rhetoric, the hatefulness, all of it from him, but I can't be robbed of my compassion. That was awful, and we have to try to be better. AOC tweeting out, this is before he was announced to have passed. The scourge of gun violence and political violence must end. The shooting of Charlie Kirk is the latest incident of this chaos, and it must stop. We cannot go down this road. There is no place for it in America, and we wish for his recovery. Laksha Jane writing here, I continue to think we make it too easy for mentally ill people in this country to get and wield a gun, and when you pair that with horrible mental health care and a rise in political violence, you're going to get some really, really bad stuff. We need to fix it. Clearly, the issue of the easy access to guns here is at the heart of any sort of gun violent event, and this is a topic that needs to continue being brought up when anything like this happens, because it is at the heart of why this happens so frequently. Benjamin Ryan writing here, Charlie Kirk was scheduled to debate a progressive influencer, Hasan Piker, at Dartmouth College on September 25th. On his Twitch livestream, Piker reacted to the news with horror, urging some of his followers to stop making jokes about the shooting, and he expressed fear that he could be similarly targeted. Quote, "This is a terrifying incident," Piker said. "The reverberation of people seeking out vengeance in the aftermath of this violent, abhorrent incident is going to be genuinely worrisome." This is something that people need to be aware of here. They're, let's be clear, not that things were great before, because they weren't. But an event like this, I think it's important to condemn it. It's important to point out that political violence is never the answer, because it's not. And there are, as mentioned, before here, there are individuals that need healthcare that they simply do not have access to. And I think it's important to be aware of that. Whenever anybody with a platform, whenever we speak, it's important to be aware of how our words can be viewed, how what we can say can be taken, and which is why I think it's so important to ensure that we condemn any kind of political violence at any opportunity. Lauren writing here, the horrific footage is the same thing that happens to children at school, by the way, which, as the person points out, today even, because shortly after the news of Charlie Kirk came out, this also came out. At least 3 students were wounded Wednesday in a shooting at a high school in the Denver metro area. They're really, I mean, go on my channel, search up firearms, guns, whatever, keyword here. You will find my various videos on this and comparing the US to Canada and the rest of the world, and just the clear difference in why Americans face this sort of gun violence compared to every other country. It's not, RFK today, there's a video about him blaming this is before the Charlie Kirk shooting. Him blaming psychiatric drugs or video games, which is insane, as if Americans are the only ones who play video games and take medication. Like, no, there is one clear difference between the US and everybody else, and that is the prevalence of and access to firearms. That is the clear difference. Last thing here, I just thought this was worth bringing up because it is so bizarre. This was 2 days ago. Jezebel, we paid some Etsy witches to curse Charlie Kirk. So they actually had to come out and edit the article. I mean, it was clear that it was a joke. Let's be obvious here. We don't believe in, witches. But because of the backlash they were getting, they actually had to add a note to it saying this story was published on September 8th. Jezebel condemns the shooting of Charlie Kirk in the strongest possible terms. We do not endorse, encourage, or excuse political violence of any kind. I hope people understand this is just a wild coincidence. Yeah, I hope we're past the point of believing in witches. But let me know your thoughts below the video on YouTube. And again, I think it's important to note that political violence is never an answer. And the only way to prevent this sort of thing and other shootings like it is to ensure that there are some common sense gun laws in place where guns are not as prevalent as they are currently in America.